Who the heck muted my mic? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Or is this setup time? Nope, it's me. It's me. My fault. Here we go. Pistol formation, man in motion, tight end. 3 receivers bunched to the left side. And takes the snap. Hand it off again. Bijan. Oh, this time he slips, though, for no gain. Third and 5 coming up here for the Falcons. Shout out to Real Progress in Action, becoming a channel member for the 34th month in a row. Appreciate your support. Appreciate everybody telling me my mic is muted because Timmy is a dingbat. But I appreciate y'all. Let me get a poll going. Who do you got? Oh, I didn't type it apparently. Who do you got? Do you have the Falcons or do you have the Vikings? No, I gotta go Vikings, right? You gotta go to the Vikings, but I think it'd be a great game. This is a really good game for week 2. I'm also a big Michael Penix guy, so a part of me really wants to root for the Falcons. You guys know back in that draft that I really wanted Michael Penix Jr. as my future quarterback. I think he's everything you want in a quarterback. I love Jaden too, and Jaden has shown to be also everything you like in a quarterback, but Michael Penix was my dude. I got smoked by Jared Goff in fantasy since I had Jaden. Ugh, brutal. Sometimes that's what happens, right? You run into buzzsaws sometimes. I had Derrick Henry. Last week he won me the game. This week he lost me the game. What are you going to do? You know, if he had his normal 25-point game, I would have a chance. That he had 5. Here we go. 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Bijan on his right. Michael Penix Jr. in the shotgun. Shifting is Bijan. Now Kyle Penix motions. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, and they're going to call it a illegal motion here. False start offense number 7. Interesting. I didn't quite see the false start, but okay. Well, they're already in field goal range, but it is 3rd down now and 10. What up, E-Man? Hey, Tim, did you watch the Eagles game? It's crazy how Eagles fans were criticizing Jaden, but Jalen had 100 passing yards. Shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, yes. You just can't. You got to ignore these people. It is what it is. They just say things. The trolls on the internet suck. So you just gotta root for your team at this point. Just is what it is. In the shotgun, Michael Penix Jr. Man in motions. Kyle Pitts left to right. 3 receivers to the right now. Takes a snap. Low snap. Penix handles it. Steps up. Has time. Great protection. Throws underneath through the right side. And Michael Penix is going to be 2 yards short. And now the Falcons will have a decision to make here with 12:05 to go here in the first on the opening drive. Hey, Tim, have you heard anything if Jaden hurt his knee? Yes, I did hear the MRI came back. They have some concerns, not major concerns is what I heard. But we will find out more on tomorrow when Dan Quinn does his press conference. But there is some injury from the MRI coming back. Jaden Daniels also seems to not think it's a huge deal, so hopefully it's not. 11.5 to go here in the first quarter. Single back formation here. They're going for it 1 second, and they don't get that off in time, so now they're going to have to kick the field goal. Michael Penix frustrated. I think he wanted to try to get them to jump off sides, but everybody was too slow. They weren't on top of it. So Michael Penix needs to make sure his team is on top of it. Oh, he wanted to go for it. That's what it was. And they were taking too long to get him in there. He's like, give me the play, bro. Give me the play. All right, Parker Romo in on the field. So no more Younghoe Koo. Younghoe Koo's inactive, so they go with this guy. Romo. Here we go. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is... Ooh, it's close. Good. Oof, it barely hugs the upright, and it is in. Romo hyped up. Jeez. He apparently had played 4 games with the Vikings last year, interestingly enough. You wonder if that plays a part in it. Like, you know what? Let's bring him in, see what he knows about this team as well, right? And then on top of that, be a decent kicker because he went 11 for 12 last year. Nothing wrong with that in his 4 games. All right. So, Falcons up 3-0 now with 11-12 to go in the first quarter. Let's take a look at the rest of the league. The Bengals somehow defeat the Jaguars with Joe Burrow going down and the backup throwing 3 interceptions, but they still find a way to win 31-27 to move to 2-0. Cowboys in an absolute shootout with the Giants. Both Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors went absolutely bonkers, but it's the Cowboys that finished the game in overtime 40-7. Lions manhandle the Bears, and that just goes to show how good the freaking Packers are. They shut down the Lions offense completely, and then this week the Lions score 52 points over the Bears, dismantling them. Then you have the Rams over the Titans, no shocker there. Cam Ward still growing, but Rams much more established team. Patriots take down the Dolphins. Dolphins 0-2 now. They are absolutely flailing, especially defensively. They've given up a ton of points the first 2 weeks. Drake May had a really nice day as well. So Patriots moved to 1-1 in Mike Vrabel's tenure. 49ers take down the Saints. Saints lose another close one. 49ers find a way to win again, 2-0. I think they only win, 16-13 last week against the Seahawks. So 49ers squeaking by, but 2-0 is 2-0 either way you slice it. Bills move to 2-0, manhandling the Jets. Jets do not put up the offensive production that they did last week against the Steelers. They didn't score until garbage time with a touchdown, losing 30-10. Seahawks take down the Steelers to move to 1-1, 31-17. Then you have the Ravens absolutely destroying the Browns, but not with King Henry. Henry had a horrible day. Lamar had 4 touchdowns throwing the ball and had a big day for them, winning the game 41-17. Colts moved to 2-0. This is probably the biggest shocker of the year. Colts being 2-0 with Daniel Jones being the starter and scoring a ton of points, averaging 30 points a game. Cardinals moved to 2-0 over the Panthers in a very close one, 27-22. And the Eagles defeat the Chiefs 20-17. All right, here come the Vikings on the return, past the 25 up to about the 28-yard line. What up, expert? Last thing a team should be doing is drafting a kicker high like Moody and us at 4th round with Cade York. Feel bad for Tyreek. Yeah, Tyreek and I don't feel bad for him. He's all over the place, man. He's a drama queen these days, but he's definitely not on a good team, that's for sure. And he also chose to leave the Chiefs. They go to the Super Bowl every year because he was worried about money. I mean, you want to go to a bad team and absolutely rob a team of their draft picks and capital? Okay, be on a loser. That's how I feel. Naylor goes in motion from right to left. J.J. McCarthy, quick throw over to Naylor, and low throw, but he does make the grab for a gain of 2. I mean, how in the world do you feel bad for a player that was drafted to a team that goes to the Super Bowl basically every season and then chooses to be greedy as heck and goes to another team, and then on top of getting top dollar, he also then drains their picks of losing a first round or 2 or whatever the draft capital was. Like, I mean, no, I'm not going to feel an ounce of bad for you. Stay with the team that drafted you, have some loyalty, and go win some Super Bowls. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Jefferson goes in motion right to left, takes the snap. Pitch play to the right side is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, nowhere to go. He's going to get tackled by number 0 for the Falcons. Number 0, Divine Diablo. That's a heck of a name. Divine Diablo. He had to support all his 100 kids? Yeah. Yeah. If you can't support a family on $20 million a year, God bless you. All right, here we go. Man in motion. Naylor goes in motion right to left and takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking. Steps up. J.J. McCarthy using his legs. Throws a pump fake. And will try to reach for the first down marker. Will they give it to him? You just want to give it to him because of the absolute grit he showed on that play, but I think he's barely short. Throwing his shoulder into the safety. Oh, it's so close. They're going to go for it here, 4th and 1 in their own territory. Need a half yard. Do they go to the run game or the tush push? Here we go. JJ McCarthy takes a snap, and he does try to QB sneak it, and I don't think he's got it, and he fails to get it. And it will be no good. Atlanta will take over on downs. Big boy time right there up front. Yeah, very short. They lose a half yard on the QB sneak. With 9:18 to go, Atlanta will take over on downs here at the 36-yard line of the Vikings. What's up, Jake? How are you? Matthew and Gabby Shorts videos. The Minnesota Vikings about to win this game? Yeah, we'll see. I'm rooting for them. Still a lot of football left, of course. Definitely. I mean, you can't say that, right? I mean, literally, you would have said the exact same thing last week with the Bears-Vikings, with how awful the Vikings looked to start that game. He fumbled the snap. That's why he didn't really get a good get-off for it. He had to try to recover the football. But here we go. 1st and 10 now for Michael Penix and the Falcons offense. 3 receivers to the right side, tight end on the left. Man in motion here, right to left side. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Hand off to the right side is Bijan. Bouncing it outside. Trying to find the edge. Running through the D corner. And that'll be a gain of about 6 on the play. To the 30-yard line go the Falcons. Yeah, you can if you want. You guys want to meet William? Hold on one second, though. Pistol formation. 3 receivers bunched to the left side. Man in motion is Drake London from left to right. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his right side. He has to get rid of it quickly and does. Bijan makes the tough grab, and he's going to get the first down and more down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 into the red zone. Go the Falcons. Here we go. Hey, buddy. Hi. Say hi. He's so little. A little buddy. We're nicknaming him Tiny. Oh, did he make that catch? I'm not sure. Mwah. Love you, buddy. Go back to mama. Okay. Okay. Well, it's Xbox 360 time playing the old school Oblivion. Oh, there you go. Good luck, Matt. Here we go. 8:06 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to say incomplete on that screen pass. I thought it was definitely very low. I thought he may have snagged it, but nope. It hit the ground, so we take that play back. 3rd down and 4 coming up here for the Falcons. 8:44 to go. Hope you and your family doing well, Tim. We are doing. Just brought in our second boy. Is that number 1 or number 2? Number 2. Number 2. He was born September 9th. Our firstborn's already asleep. He goes to sleep around 8. That's why I was a little late. I had to get bath time and get him all settled and then go downstairs and make sure she could get upstairs easy enough. So streams might start a little late during the season, but I will be on here as soon as I can. 3rd and 3 here for the Falcons in Minnesota territory. Can the Vikings hold them to 3 yet again? You got to feel as though if they're only down 6-0 with how this game has started, that feels like a win if you're the Vikings. Plenty of time left. All right, Kyle Pitts out wide to the right in this game for this play. 3 receivers to the left side. Michael Penix in the shotgun. All right, after the review, plenty of time on the play clock, of course. They just blow the whistle. 3rd and 4. Penix puts a man in motion as Moody stays on the left side, takes the snap, quick throw to the right side, has his man, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts wins on the slant route, easy money. 8:25 to go. That's exactly why they drafted him number 4 overall. Kyle Pitts, one of the best receiving tight ends to come out of college in quite some time, and he's showing it off here on that play. When they needed it, they go to him. Michael Penix delivers a perfect pass, and it is a first down. 8:05 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, back into the red zone. Go the Falcons to the 15-yard line. Thank you, Tyson. Blessings, absolutely. All right. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Drake London. Stays on the left side. Takes a snap. Blitz coming here from the Vikings. They pick it up nicely. Quick throw to Bijan, and Bijan goes out of bounds for a 5-ish yard gain. They're only going to give him 4.5. It'll be 2nd down and a long 5 coming up here for the Falcons. There you go. Bijan Robinson. What a stud he's been, huh? But then again, you could have stayed put and ended up with Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, did they make the right move? In my opinion, absolutely not. I mean, Bijan's fantastic, but so is Jahmyr. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Drake London, left to right. 3 receivers to the right side. Takes a snap. Blitz coming again. Penix, quick throw to the right, and it's going to be dropped by Bijan Robinson. Man, this offensive line for the Falcons are looking absolutely fantastic. They are holding everybody off. They have Jake Matthews, a 1st-round pick, Chris Lindstrom, a 1st-round pick, Matthew Bergeron, a 2nd-round pick. Elijah Wilkins, they added from San Francisco last year, and Brian Nuzzle, a college free agent in 2021, finding his way as the center. 3 receivers to the left side. In the shotgun is Penix. Man in motion is Mooney. Staying on the left side. 4-man rush this time. Steps up, avoids the rush, rolling to his left side, throwing it into the end zone, and he throws it into the dirt. He had Mooney open, but on the move, Michael Penix does not make the throw that you want to see. And it is now 4th and 5, and the Falcons will be forced to kick another field goal. Wow. That's a crazy close field goal kick. He's going to do it again. Romo from the right side. 29-yard attempt this time. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and this one's right down the middle, and no doubter on this one. And the Falcons do go up 6-0. And again, the Vikings have to feel pretty decent, considering you have a turnover on downs. The Falcons had 2 nice drives into your territory. You end up with just a down 6-0 for now, getting the ball for the 2nd time tonight. Could be much worse. It was much worse last week, and they still found a way to come back and win the game. We got 2 games tomorrow night, 7 and 10. This time they at least split the Monday night games to be not like on top of each other, so you could watch both. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is like the absolute worst time of when to call it. What game do I even want to call? Doing both sounds crazy. I don't know. We'll see. 60% of you are picking the Vikings today, which I think is a very reasonable call. All right, 6:48 to go here in the first quarter. 10 p.m. for a game, yeah. It makes sense though. It is a West Coast game, so it's a 7 o'clock game for the people over there, the fans of those teams. So it sucks for us, but at the same time, the ones that those are the teams, the fans that are playing over there, it's only 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. All right, Bromo. No, excuse me. It's their kicker in to kick it away. There's the kick. So goes it over to the right. Excuse me. Yeah, to his right. Return team's left, and here's a return from Powell, zigzagging around, and he's not going to get to the 25-yard line. Good special teams play there by the Falcons. At least us vampires working the graveyard shift will have some entertainment. Yeah, there you go. There you go. During the return, holding kicking team. So already not a good return, and they will be moved backwards again. So the Vikings. All right, single back formation here. Man in motion is Naylor. Right to left, two tight ends on the right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Aaron Jones bouncing off a blocker and then finds room, diving ahead for a gain of about 7-8 yards. Nice gain on first down. 6.5 to go in the first. Oh, Aaron Jones comes up a little bit limp on that one. He's definitely becoming an older running back here. Been in the league quite some time. Originally with the Packers. And really made a name for himself for the Vikings as a top running back. He was really, really good for the Packers that just, for some reason, would not give him the light of day. Single back formation, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here. Aaron Jones now going to bounce it out to the left side this time. Fights for it for just a gain of a yard. But yeah, I mean, when you go back and look at his stats, his yards per carry were incredible. He was a really, really strong running back. And they just would barely use him. He would get like 6 carries and have like 7 yards a carry. And you're like, okay, can you start giving him the ball more? And it's like, yeah, no problem. I'll give you 8 carries. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Here we go. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Third and 2 now. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Pressure. And down goes McCarthy. Good blitz. And they actually had a lot of people in there to block. It's Pierce, James Pierce Jr. with the tackle. All right, 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the Falcons will get the ball back with a 6-0 lead. AJ McCarthy. Yeah, I mean, he wanted to step up in the pocket, just the protection was not there. Here we go. Here comes the kick. Fair catch going to be called at the 27-ish yard line. And the Falcons will get the ball back here, looking to extend their lead with 34-35 rather to go in the first quarter. Right. You sleep? Deal. Boy. Okay. Okie dokie. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Vikings still missing Christian Darrisaw. Man, they have a bunch of injuries. Jeff Okuda is now injured. Harrison Smith, Andrew Van Ginkel. And they've had a few injuries now. Makes it tough for the Vikings. Meanwhile, the Falcons look pretty healthy. Yeah, it makes sense if they win this game. Actually, the more you look at it, makes a lot of sense. Man, they have two first round picks as well, both on the edge, with James Pierce Jr., who just got that sack, and then Jalen Walker. This team's strong, man. This team is strong. What's up, Suzanne? How are you? 4:35 to go here in the first quarter. At their own 28-yard line now for the Falcons. Michael Penix will come onto the field again. All right, here we go. Three receivers to the right, pistol formation. Man in motion here is Mooney. Two receivers each way, takes the snap, play action. Penix looking, gonna throw it over to the right side, and it will be a gain of about 3. There's a flag though on the play. Let's see what the flag is. Ooh, Murphy may have gotten a. Yeah, he's holding and pushing all the way downfield to Mooney. They're going to say illegal contact, 5-yard penalty, and an automatic first down. All right, 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Tyler Algier enters the game. Talk about a guy that you just feel absolutely terrible for. He had a fantastic rookie season, but hold on, in the pistol. Man in motion is Mooney. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle is Algier running straight ahead, and there he goes. 5-yard gain. But Tyler Algier had a very nice rookie season, and you imagine him to be the future running back of this team, right? Looks strong, running the football. You could see there, he could just put his head down, get yards, had a great yards per carry, really strong performance. And then they draft Bijan the very next season, and you're like, dang, dude. It's got to be absolutely deflating when you're Tyler Algier and they spend a first round pick on a running back, especially one as good as Bijan. Pistol formation, 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion is London. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here is Algier. Algier runs straight ahead and finds a way to get a first down, gain of 6. Falcons offensive line, very impressive. Who did the Falcons lose to last week? Buccaneers in a close one, 23-20. Buccaneers play tomorrow. All right. Under 3 to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 2 receivers each way, pistol formation. Takes the snap, play action. Penix has to get rid of it and does. Throws it over to the right side. Has his man, Kyle Pitts. And that's a first down. Move the chains again for the Falcons into Minnesota territory at the 43-yard line of the Vikings. There's Justin Jefferson getting frustrated on the sideline. Wow. Yeah, he believed in Michael Penix there. Well played. All right. 2 minutes to go here in the first. 3 receivers bunch to the left, man in motion to the right. Now goes back to the left, and looks like it's going to be a false start. Yeah, false start on the Falcons. What up, pig? For the year I don't draft Kyle Pitts, he's good now? Yeah. That's what it looks like. Two minutes to go here in the first quarter. I wonder what teams would trade for Tyler Algier. You know, you see somebody like the Niners trade like what, a 6th-round pick was it for, or a swap for Brian Robinson? Pistol formation, man in motion. The tight end now goes back to the left side, takes the snap, play action, rolling to his right, pumping, now throws over a sidearm, tough throw to Drake London, who fumbles, knocked away. The Vikings have it, and now it's at the 32-yard line. Drake London with a huge fumble there. It was a nice throw by Penix. Good adjustment for Drake London to avoid a tackler as he was catching it. But then a big punch out by Wilson. And now the Vikings get the ball back after the turnover. 6-0 Falcons, but the Vikings staying in it, even though the offense has not awoken yet. Drake London, he's been very good in the league. Of course, a big fumble there, but hold on a second. All right, here we go. Single back formation as we start the second quarter. Justin Jefferson motions right to left. 3 receivers to the right side. Takes a snap. Play action. McCarthy. Quick throw setting up the screen. And will be tripped up as Jordan Mason after just a gain of about 2.5. Joe Burrow's out for 3 months. Dang it. Tim must be enjoying his bidet too much. Yeah, son is hungry. Wife's in the shower. So, anyone hear anything about Jaden's injury other than Dan Quinn will have a press conference Monday? I heard that it's there is something that showed, but it's not serious. Yep, I did hear about that. All right, here we go. 14:28 to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 8. Single back formation is Naylor in motion. Rolling to his left side. J.J. McCarthy is going to keep it and get a positive gain of about 2. That's up 3rd down and about 6 now at the 47-yard line of their own. 14:10 to go here in the second quarter. Minutes to go here in the second quarter. 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, Mason, the running back next to him, to the left. Bunch formation, 3 receivers to the right. TJ Hawkinson to the left. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looking. McCarthy goes to the right side and high. Catch is Naylor. 1st down. Gain of about 11-ish. Move the chains. Divine Diablo going for the blitz here. Good job there by Jordan Mason picking it up. Bang. All right, 13:10 to go here in the second quarter. 4 for 4 is McCarthy. Single back. 3 receivers bunch left. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Mason. Mason with a nice run and spins down for a gain of 5. Be right back. Here we go. Ball start. Offense. 12:28 to go here in the second quarter. These teams are competition for wildcard spots in the NFC. It's true. Very true. O'Neal gets called for it. 2nd and 9 after the penalty. Well, that's hopeful on Jaden. News on Jaden. I don't think we want a repeat of RG3. Me too. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap. Hand off to Mason. Mason running straight ahead. Finding room. Spinning off. Running backwards. And he will get a gain of about 8. Sets up 3rd down and 1. Under 12 to play here in the second quarter. All right, he fell asleep with the bottle in his mouth. So he may still need to burp, but I don't know. He seemed pretty content. 3rd and 1. 11.5 to go here in the second quarter. Vikings have yet to put points on the board, but looking to do so here in the pistol. Man in motion, Justin Jefferson takes a snap. Handoff up the middle is Mason. Mason will fall forward for a gain of 2. Move the chains. 11:15 to go here in the second. 6-0 Falcons. All right. J.J. McCarthy in the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. Fakes the pitch. Steps up. Down goes McCarthy. The blitz just absolutely collapsing that offensive line. Floyd's going to get credit. Leonard Floyd getting his first sack of the day. 4 for 4 for J.J. McCarthy so far, 25 yards. Tim, you see the Beans got demolished. The Bears. I don't know why I thought the Beans. They are Beans, though, right? Got demolished by the Lions. Yeah, I did. And it just goes to show, in my opinion, how good the Packers are. Third receiver to the right side takes the snap, drops back. McCarthy looking, throws it over the middle of the field, and dropped by TJ. Reaching out there with 2 hands, and Divine Diablo knocks it away. 10 minutes to go here in the second. 3rd and 18 now for the Vikings. This drive looked so promising, and it might stall out even into a punt. I mean, they got to get some yards back just to get into field goal range. I guess right now it would be a 56-yard field goal. That's not too bad. My thoughts exactly, yeah. Empty backfield set here. 3 receivers to the left side. McCarthy. 5 seconds of the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looking. Going over to the right side. And has his man. No, it's Adam Thielen. Drops it. No, they're going to say he was caught. Oh, they say it's caught. Never mind. First down. Big first down. Gain of 19. Let's see here. Does he actually maintain possession? Oh, I don't think so. Or wait, maybe. They're gonna say he pinched it right there, and then he rips it. Interesting. I wouldn't throw the challenge flag on that. I don't think you overturn it. 2 receivers each way at the 20. Takes the snap. McCarthy looking, going over to the right side, and caught by Naylor inside the 5, down near the 1. Back-to-back big-time throws by J.J. McCarthy. 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 1st and goal now. Do they go to Mason here? Does Mason punch it in? It's at about the 1.5-yard line here. The Falcons only had 10 men on the field. Oh my goodness gracious. Falcons defense, big mistake. 2 receivers each way, single back formation. Man in motions, Naylor takes a snap, fakes the pitch, and fumbles! But then he gets back up! McCarthy rolling to the end zone and just too high for JJ. Oh, that would have been a highlight of all highlights right there. He fakes the pitch one-handed and ends up throwing the ball at the ground. But it was backwards, so it's 2nd and goal. Or sorry, backwards. He just fumbled it. He didn't throw it at the ground. He just fumbled it. Picks it back up, rolling to his right, and finds a way to get the ball off. Unfortunately, just a little too high for J.J. McCarthy as he takes a shot as well. 8:32 to go here in the second quarter. Vikings looking to take their first lead of the game with a touchdown and a PAT here. Single back formation. Oh, is that going to be a false start? Oh, it's delay of game. They wouldn't let him get the snap off. Delay of game, move him back 5 yards. Wow, they don't get the playoff. And those Giants have the Cowboys, gave the Cowboys all they could handle. So maybe Washington wasn't as bad as we thought. We played the Giants better than the Cowboys. And yes, the Packers are that good. I think the Packers, I mean, we're going to watch the film still. And I'm very curious to watch the film because the Packers defense was unbelievably good. I mean, they could get after the passer while also not giving up running lanes to Jaden. Here we go. Single back formation, play action, McCarthy, pressure, down goes McCarthy. And a rookie, Walker, another first-round pick, gets the sack. Jalen Walker beats that backup left tackle. It's so huge not to have their guy Christian Darrisaw. It's just such a huge disadvantage when you have a bad left tackle. But honestly, shame on Kevin O'Connell to put him one-on-one. 1. I mean, it's just, you just can't. if you want success, I should say. But here we go. Third down, takes a snap. They get the chip this time. McCarthy steps up, and he's going to keep it and goes down again. And this will now be 4th and goal from the 15, and the Vikings just go directly backwards after getting down to the 2-yard line. And it is 7.5 to go in the second quarter, and the Vikings will have to settle for a field goal. Will Reichert, second season. I like that. Last week at Bears, he went 26 for 32, apparently. No, that was his season stats from last year. 81%, mediocre. From the right hash is Reichert. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and this one's right down the middle. With 7:06 to play in the second quarter, it is 6-3 Atlanta. Wow, Joe Burrow could miss 3 months if surgery is deemed necessary on his turf toe. Ugh. Just got that notification to Pig. Pig's ahead of the ESPN notifications. Love to see it. Man, they drafted like all defense. You guys see this? Holy moly. Falcons, 2 first-round picks, both defensive edge rushers. Then they got free safety Xavier Watts and then nickelback corner. Nickelback, that's funny. Billy Bowman Jr. in the 4th. Vikings lines getting swiped up. They absolutely are. Since the Colts are 2-0 and the Chiefs are 0-2, is Daniel Jones better than Patrick Mahomes? Many people are saying this. Many people. I mean, what do you mean? I mean. The Patrick Mahomes hype is starting to dwindle, though, for me. I mean, like, it's hard to say that, right? Like, because he is in the Super Bowl dang near every year. Their record is always solid, 0-2. But it's just, going back to, what was it, 2017 or 2018, his MVP season, and you just see this guy that's like 40-plus touchdowns every year seems like inevitable, right? Andy Reid's offense with those weapons, and it just hasn't been, right? It's been clearly a big disappointment that it's just not happening. So, obviously, he's still a very, very, very good quarterback in the league. And playoffs is where the money's made, right? That's the most important, is how deep can you go in the playoffs. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. But it's just, that magic is tough that you just don't feel anymore. Maybe it's just me. I can't get on Mahomes. His best options are not on the field. Patrick doesn't have weapons right now. I mean, is that true? I mean, yeah, he doesn't have Rashee Rice, but he still has Hollywood Brown. He still has Travis Kelce. Still has Isaiah Pacheco. Like Kareem Hunt's old now, but he's still over there. Yes, Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice are not on the field. That's fine, but Juju's not awful. I could imagine worse weapons than what the Chiefs have right now. There's bobbled the kickoff, and he's going to fight for as many yards as he can get to the 22-yard line. Could have been much worse. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons. But hold on, let me see here. Hold on. $16 for 29, 187 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Here we go. Pistol formation. Bijan, the running back. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle to Bijan. Bijan running straight ahead, falling forward for a gain of 7 to the 30-yard line. But will he ever be Daniel Jones level good, Tim? That's funny. I agree, though. He's not playing entirely too well. Yep. Mahomes still got the Chiefs close against full-strength Eagles team. I mean, that defense really got him close. I mean, they only scored 17. I mean, how much credit do you give the offense? It's not like they were in a shootout 40-38 or something. Pistol formation. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Bijan bouncing around and will get dragged down just shy of the first down by Jonathan Allen. Kelsey hasn't been looking good. He was awful in the Super Bowl and dropped a touchdown and that basically lost the game today. Ugh. You mean the same Daniel Jones who had 1 career playoff rings? Mahomes has what, 20 of those? Gus, relax. Relax, Gus. It's just, this is clearly comedic, okay? Those win no longer count. Yeah, exactly. I formation. Fullback run up the gut. And it will be first down. I mean, even if Pig texted or like messaged right now said he's dead serious, I'm taking Daniel Jones every time. I'm not going to respond as if he's serious. It's like there's no real reason to respond. Of all teams that need Tyreek, why not KC reunion? That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. All right, pistol formation, 2 receivers each way. Man in motion. 5 seconds to the play clock, takes a snap. Play action. Good protection here. Now late pressure. Michael Penix couldn't get rid of it. Honestly, with that blitz, that was pretty good protection. But you can't hold him off forever. And Michael Penix couldn't find a receiver, and he finally takes the sack. It'll be now 2nd and 20 for the Falcons. These young pass rushers balling, yep. Dallas Turner, that's right. Former Bama defensive end, 1st-round pick from last year. All right, 2 receivers each way, takes the snap. 4-man rush, looking, pumping, going to throw it over the middle, and incomplete, looking for McLeod. Wilson lays the big hit, and that'll be 3rd and 20 here for the Falcons. If there's anywhere you do not want to be, it's 3rd and 20 against Brian Flores's led defense, okay? This is not where you want to be. If the Falcons don't run a screen here, you're just begging to get your young quarterback absolutely destroyed. Like, this ball needs to be out of his hands in 2 seconds. Because you know Brian Flores is about to send pressure. Way back here for the defense. Takes a snap. They do rush 5. They protect him well, though. And here comes Bijan in the flat. And Bijan dancing around, but he will not get close enough to the first down marker. 4th and 5. So they only rushed 5 that time. And they kept, I believe, 7 into block. So that was good for the Falcons. So you didn't have to go screen if you protected them like that. So I stand corrected. Well played. Well played. If the Chiefs lose next week, which shouldn't happen at all, then we can start to really worry. Yeah, who do they play next week? I don't even know. It is... Oh, yeah. If they lose to the Giants next week, hang it up. I think Mahomes should retire. All right, here we go. Caught at the 13, but can't escape. The gunner. Well played there by the Falcons. Trips him up at the 13-ish yard line. So that is where the Vikings will start this next drive. Currently down by 3 with 3.5 to go in the second quarter. "26 of you hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you so much. Giants fans are gaslighting themselves into thinking Russ is good again. Yeah. Going from Daniel Jones to a, 36-year-old Russell Wilson? That's funny. Russ went off for show, but he's never doing that again this season. You never know. I mean, he's got Malik Neighbors, so you can't say that. What's up with the odd Jackson Dart plays today? Did Jackson Dart... Oh, wait, Jackson Dart actually played today? I didn't even know that. What happened? What is going on? Oh, I was like, why am I ending up on my fantasy team? That was weird. Yeah, freaking Derrick Henry laid an egg. I could have actually had a chance here. You know, I mean, if he ended up with a 40 points last week, right? But yeah, Brees Hall also had a bad day. You know, if like this guy gets 18 and he gets 25, which they're perfectly capable of, I'm in the mix, right? But wasn't meant to be this week, so I will move to 1-1 like our beloved Commanders. Javonte Williams, though, what a steal. 31 points. Puka Nacua, big day. I scooped up Drake May off the waivers. But anyway, and Steelers defense, I might have to even drop them. I mean, good night. I just got to play the matchup game. All right, here we go. We wanted to look at the Giants Jackson Dart. How much did he play? Okay, so he didn't throw the ball, but he did run. -3. Jeez, that's weird. They did insert Dart a little bit too. Interesting. Cowboys defense is literally fresh. Dable put some in formation sets apparently. Oh, okay. Didn't they even let Dart throw? It doesn't say he had a throw. And maybe it was a penalty on the play. Cowboys still had Parsons. Russ wouldn't have 400 yards. Yeah. Even peak Russ didn't go over 300 consistently. Yeah, that's true. 3:23 to go in the second quarter. But peak Russ didn't have Malik Neighbors. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones going to get this drive started with a gain of 6 to the 19-yard line. Dayball's a moron. Man. Not one passing play. That's what they said. Well, he doesn't want to show national TV that Jackson Dart throws better than Russell Wilson, right? The thing about Russell, though, is, man, he gives his receivers chances. And in motion is Naylor. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. McCarthy looking. Going to throw it underneath. It will be caught. Adam Thielen gets the first down up to the 26-yard line. All Dart's plays were read option. Yep. He will go down. He will go down for the worst coach of the year of all time. That's funny. I don't subscribe to that. But, I mean, actually, that's an interesting question. Who would be the worst, quote-unquote, coach of the year of all time? Wasn't Ron Rivera coach of the year one year? Ron Rivera might be the worst coach as coach of the year. All right, in this under center, takes a snap, play action. McCarthy looking, going over to the right side, and intercepted! Billy Bowman, the rookie! And Bowman comes up with the pick. And the Falcons will get the ball with great field position. Looking at to make it happen. Wow, does he make this grab? Yep, that does not hit the ground. Definitely an interception. And Bowman, right? We just read he was a rookie, right? Yeah, Billy Bowman, 4th round pick, guarding Naylor, comes up with a big interception. Wow. Yeah, he won it twice. Did he win it with us, too? I don't remember. Ron Rivera might be the worst. I have Danny Dimes making the playoffs. You might be right. Pistol formation. It's a weak division over there. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right side is Bijan. Bijan will run straight ahead, and that will get us to the 2-minute warning here in Minnesota. 6-3 Atlanta at the 2-minute warning. All right, so I was feeding my child during the end of the first quarter, so we got to go back to Weddle here. We'll do that for the 2-minute warning. All right. Let's start with... Oh, I want to start with Billy Bowman since she's got that pick, but we'll just start with Naylor instead because he just didn't, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we're in the NFC, not a receiver. We're 6 foot or 6'1". We are younger. We are 24 or 25 years old, and we are number 2 or number 3. Oh, number 2 or number 3. Is there a running back with a number 2 or 3 that's young? Not NFC North. Who's number 2 or 3? This is interesting. 24 or 25. We're in the NFC though. Thinking probably quarterback then, right? Gotta be quarterback, I think. Or 2 or 3. I was thinking running backs maybe, but I don't think so. That'd be funny if it was. What number is Dart? I don't even know what number Dart is. Um, we're 2 or 3. Quarterback's number 2 or 3. And it's not a kicker yet because this is the normal mode. Okay, let's go through the divisions. NFC West, or sorry, NFC West. Who's a young quarterback over there? Purdy. Not Rams. Okay, NFC South. I mean, what is Rattler? Number 2? Yeah, Spencer Rattler. There it is. There it is. Wasn't Chip Kelly coach of the year and bombed after Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly's a good candidate too for coach of the year. No, 2020 was Dayball. He won 9-7-1 record. Yeah. Yeah, it can't be our record was horrible. 2020 was 9. No, 2020 was not Dayball. That must have been 2021 because in 2020 we won the division at 7-9. Chip Kelly was not coach of the year in 2013. That was Ron Rivera. That's funny. All right, here we go. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun is Penix. 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 35-yard line. Takes the snap. Penix looking, pressure, and gets hit as he throws, but there was a flag immediately. Wilson was hoping it was a fumble, but no, it is a incomplete pass. Cameron Cheeseman changed Ron's lives. Look it up, Tim. Look up what? Somebody Buns won it in 2020. Okay, let me think. Who won it in 2020? Defense number 58, holding offense. For 71, incomplete. Sorry. Penalties offsetting. Hurt Viking on the field right now with 156 to go. Who would have won it that year? Was it like a Vrabel? Like Mike Vrabel may have won it sometime. Stefanski, another mediocre coach. Stefanski? I would never have guessed Stefanski. 2021 was Dayball, yeah. Yeah, Stefanski did. So they were Buns and they won it. You're right, Pig. I mean, Asan. You're absolutely right. And Ron was the worst GM of that year, too. Didn't leave Adam Peters much to work with. You ain't lying. I mean, Adam Peters came in and changed. What? We had like 32 new players before week 1 when Adam Peters came in. Like, he completely changed the entire roster just immediately out of the gate. And even now, like, how many guys, like, I'm just curious. Hold on. How many of these guys were actually here when Ron was here? So Terry. That's it. Literally, Terry's the only starter. Actually, and then Chris Paul, even in the backups, John Bates and Rodriguez. So 4 offensive players are here after 2 seasons, not even 2 seasons, after really 1 full season, and we're just starting this one. Deron Payne is 5. Juan Martin 6, Jeremy Reeves 7, Percy Butler 8, and that's it. We have 8 people left. Oh, and Tress Way 9. In just 2 seasons, we only have 9 guys from Ron Rivera's era. That's how bad of a team we were. Super Bowl Joe is the best chance to win, Hassan? That's so nasty. Yeah, it's crazy nasty. And then I look like at the freaking Packers team. They have like 9 first-round picks on their team that they drafted. Pistol formation. Man in motion's Mooney. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Bijan. Bijan fighting and getting close to the first down. Gain of about 6 to the 29-yard line. Plenty of time left here for the Falcons. No need to rush. They still have 2 timeouts, and they're already to the Minnesota 29-yard line. 1:35 to go here in the second. But Tim, the culture, yeah. He might be the best chance to win, but it's not by much. All right, here we go. Under center goes Michael Penix. Offset I formation to the left, bunched up. Man in motion is the tight end from right to left. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here's Tyler Algier, who finds a way into the second level and into the red zone before he's tripped up at the 19-yard line. Minute and 3 seconds and counting here for the Falcons. Again, 2 timeouts, and they're already in the red zone. But I still think Ron is a better coach than Daboll. Oof. All right, 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Penix takes a snap, 4-man rush, looking, quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught, turns upfield, is Tyler Algier. It'll be a gain of 5. I mean, accolades-wise, he's definitely better than Daboll. He's been to a Super Bowl. He had a 15-1 record. That I'm not arguing with. If you just go by like what they've done for their career, Ron Rivera by a country mile, right? But as far as like who do I actually think is, I mean, I guess you could say Ron Rivera. I don't have like an objective thing. Maybe it's just because I just believe that he's better. Even though the stats don't say it, I guess. I think he is better. But that's just feels. Takes the snap. Michael Penix, blitz coming. Has to get rid of it over to the left side. And not even close to Mooney. I can't even understand what he was trying. It seemed like he was going back shoulder, but that was not even close to a good throw for a back shoulder. I'm also just mad at Ron Rivera, right? No one can win under Snyder. Lol. 33 seconds to go. 3rd and 6. 3 receivers to the right side. In the shotgun. Man in motion's Mooney. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking. Going over to the right side. And incomplete. Looking for McLeod. And the Falcons will have to settle for another field goal here. 4th field goal of the day between these two teams, looking to make it a 9-3 game here in the second quarter. Daboll's a better talent evaluator. That's all. Yeah, I don't know. From the left hash is Romo this time. The first 2 kicks were from the right hash. This will be the first one from the left. All right. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Oof! This time he hugs the right upright. He went from hugging the left one right down the middle to now hugging the right side. So he is all over the map, toying with our emotions here as we watch this game. 9-3, Falcons on top. Let's see if the Vikings try to do anything before halftime. The Falcons did get the ball first, so the Minnesota Vikings will get the ball second. Double checking that real quick. I believe that's correct. Yes, the Falcons got the ball first and scored a field goal. I think Forbes got cooked today. Speaking of talent, what up, Bob? A-10 exciting game, eh? Hey, we got a. I think it's exciting when it's a close game. 9-3. We have a couple turnovers, some battles. Some interesting plays. I don't mind this game. I really don't. What I consider a good game is it's close. Okay, like the only time I'm saying like this is a terrible game is when it's 31-3 at halftime, and then I'm like, okay, this is boring. But I mean, if it was 3-0 at halftime, hey, it's a defensive battle, right? There's the kick from the Falcons, and it'll be caught by Powell at the 5 down the left side, cutting it towards the middle, trying to find some blocks. Does not. All right, finally gets tripped up. Walker. Good job there by the special teams not letting Naylor find a lane. And it will be now 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Will the Vikings try to do anything with it, or are they going to be content to just go into halftime, getting the ball first, coming out, and down by 6? Remember, we didn't bring in Ron to win Super Bowls. We brought him in to start the culture from Dan's and Bruce Abomination. Well, I mean, I understand that, but I think he failed. Because what I want to be a part of the culture is talent. Okay? Yeah, sure. Takes a snap, looking to throw, pumping, rolling to his right side, and McCarthy gets tackled from behind. And it'll be 2nd and long, and that will most likely... Wait a minute. Did the Falcons use a timeout? Who used the timeout here? Ooh, no, it's a Falcons timeout because of an injury. Okay, I was about to say, who wants this to continue? Moore's too conservative in this game. Needs to go to the end zone 3 times. Nah, it's fine. None of these were definitely situations you should go for it, in my opinion. I mean, it was 4th and 5s, 4th and 6s and stuff. Is JD 5 clear after the MRI? We find out tomorrow. But he didn't teach a culture. A business transaction did that. That's true. And he didn't even change the culture in any sort of positive way anyway, right? I mean, freaking what's his name? Jamin Davis is out here freaking playing Need for Speed in real life. Oh, hamstring injury. Ugh, that sucks. I mean, I don't view Chase Young as some epitome of a culture builder, right? I mean, he's over there doing commercials instead of showing up for his team, and whatnot. Which I mean, I don't hate Chase Young. Chase Young's not a horrible person by any stretch of the imagination, right? He's not freaking RG3, who I can't stand. But it's not like he's some. He's not Jaden Daniels, right? Just phenomenal head on his shoulders, all about getting to work, all about trying to win the game, and just being a down-to-earth person, right? This is not who anybody he drafted was. I'm taking about Atlanta's last drive. Here we go. 3 receivers bunch to the left, 12 seconds left in the quarter, in the half. What are they going to do? Haskins. Haskins. 3 receivers bunch to the left. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking. Stepping up. McCarthy. Going over to the left side. And caught! Justin Jefferson! And he's going to get tackled at the 33 with 2 seconds left. And Justin Jefferson, I think that's his first catch of the day. And it sets up Minnesota for a field goal. Wow. The injury to the Atlanta Falcons DB, who probably the Vikings would have probably been content to go into halftime. now allows a big time play. Beautiful route by Justin Jefferson. A little corner post. Absolutely loses the safety. Great protection to give J.J. McCarthy enough time to find him. And whew, the head movement, J.J. J.J. to J.J. That's special right there. All right. Reichert, 51-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick's right down the middle. Absolutely no doubter. Hits the halfway up the net, too, on a 51-yarder. That would have been good from like 68 or more. I mean, these kickers are kicking out of the planet. Holy moly. I mean, look how high that hits up on the net. I mean, that looks like a freaking 35-yarder. That route was clean. Got me shook. Yeah, we should appreciate Riverboat Ron. Without him, we wouldn't have DC or AP. Morris too conservative in this game. Let Penix Jr. loose. All right, so that's the half. Let's go ahead and go through these stats 1 second here. All right. Morris, the black day ball. All right, here we go. Let's go to the stats here. All right, so it's 9-6. Falcons on top. Vikings will get the ball coming out of halftime. Apparently, the box score is immediately as I go to it, it goes away. There it is. All right, so leading passer here is J.J. McCarthy, 8 for 11, 118 yards and an interception. That mostly came on a big 50-yard play right there to Justin Jefferson right before the half. Michael Penix, 7 for 13, 76 yards, taking 1 sack. J.J. McCarthy's been sacked 5 times, 28 yards already in the first half. Leading rusher, Bijan Robinson, 9 carries, 72 yards so far on the day. And Tyler Algier, really good too, 4 carries, 25 yards over a 6-yard average. Leading rusher for the Vikings, Jordan Mason, 5 carries, 18 yards, and Aaron Jones, 4 for 15. Leading receiver in the game is now Justin Jefferson, 2 catches, 59 yards on 3 targets. And you have Kyle Pitts leading the Falcons with 3 catches, 34 yards. We have Drake London with a fumble and lost, unfortunately. Leading tackler in the game is Ivan Pace Jr. with 5. And then Billy Bowman, who has an interception, also has 4 tackles. So phenomenal day for the rookie, 4th-round pick for the Falcons. Parker Romo, 3 for 3 on field goals. Will Riker, 2 for 2 on field goals. Looking over at the team stats, first downs, you have 8 to 7 in favor of the Falcons. Falcons are 3 for 7 on 3rd down, while the Vikings are 4 for 7. Total yardage, 163 to 131 in favor of the Falcons. Penalty yards, you have 3 penalties for 14 yards against Atlanta and 4 for 25 against the Vikings. Turnovers, 1 apiece, and time of possession just about as even as you can imagine, 14-15 and 14-46. It could be a little bit closer to even, but that is pretty darn even, if you ask me. And that is the first half. 9-6, Falcons on top. All right, let's go here. We got the immaculate grid. You guys say anything fun? Can't wait to be back at RFK. Me too. Did you see that Caleb Johnson did earlier? I did not see what Caleb Johnson did earlier. All right, here we go. So across the top, we have the Dolphins, Panthers, and Bengals. Down the left side is Jacksonville, Washington, and Ravens. All right. So this one is obviously Jalen Ramsey. That's like the most obvious one. Yep, 51%. You have the Panthers and Jaguars. I'll have to come back to that one because I think there's a good one. Jaguars and Bengals. Jaguars and Bengals. Not coming to mind immediately. Washington and Miami. The most obvious one to me is Jason Taylor, right? How many Panthers can you say? You got Josh Norman, Kyle Allen. Uh, ooh, here's a good one. Nobody's saying this guy. Nobody's saying David Mayo. 0.2%. David Mayo, 0.2%. That's hilarious. Washington Bengals. Um, Tyler Eifert. Jags Bengals. Eifert. Oh, that's a good one. Tyler Eifert. 25%. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. Uh, Ravens and Dolphins. Nobody, or a lot of people actually will know this now. Mostert went everywhere. Oh, 1%. There you go. Some people forget that Mostert was drafted by the Ravens. Mitchell Tinsley. Did Mitchell Tinsley ever play in a game for us, though? I know he was on the team, but I don't know if he ever played in a game. Because you have to actually play in the game to be counted on here. Ravens and the most obvious one is of course Steve Smith. Steve Smith, yeah, 64%. And then Ravens and Bengals. Didn't TJ Hushmanzada finish with the Ravens? Didn't we see that? Um, I think he did. I'm not sure. Mitchell Tinsley's not a terrible guess though. All right, here we go. Let's go back to this. Let's see. Um, Washington and Dolphins. Who has come here from the Dolphins or left here and went to the Dolphins? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you have Fitzpatrick. Did Jason Campbell go to the Dolphins? I don't remember. I mean, you definitely have Ryan Fitzpatrick. This is the cheat code, right? So yeah, 46%. You knew that was going to be the highest. Um, Ravens Bengals. I don't know. I'm going to go with Hujmanzada because I'm pretty sure he was a Bengal at some point. Yeah, there we go. 33%. That's what I thought. All right. And then Washington and Cincy. Fuller, what? Oh, did Kendall Fuller go to play for Miami? Is that what you're talking about, Pig? That would have been a good one. I think you're right. He did end up in Miami. That would have been a good one. And then Washington or Jacksonville and um Carolina here. Mm. Washington and Cincy. I should know somebody from Washington and Cincy. Come on. Who's come here and left to go somewhere in Cincy? Ooh. Do we not have a good one? Oh my god, you're right. You're right. I'm disgusted, Peg, that you brought him up and you found a way to do it. I hate you. Um. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That little slot receiver return man guy. Yeah, Alex Erickson. There you go. That's a nice pull, Hassan. 0.4%. Yeah, that's a good one, Hassan. That's a very good one. There you go. Well, that is the immaculate grid here for the first half. and I'm gonna go get a soda real quick, get some caffeine, and I will be back and ready for the second half. Right. Why is Normal even here? Tim doing every film breakdown. I thought Normal was black. Okay. I don't know how in the world I remember, dude. Yeah, that's a good pull. That was a great pull. He's white, but he goes dark on the field. Dude, one of the best gifts I've gotten in a long time. Technically, it was my wife who got it, but I get the benefit. This nugget ice maker is so good. Now, I didn't use it this time because I don't want to chew the ice right now on stream, but when I love to chew ice. Shout out to Selena's sister, Victoria. Yeah, Vic Mo's in the chat. Sometimes she's hanging out, so fantastic gift. I love that thing. I don't know how the world I remember, dude. Yeah. All right. So, man, we still have 7 minutes. Can we do a sporkle then? Maybe do a quick sporkle. Let's see. Fun sporkle. Let's see. Categories, sports, NFL logos. No. Teams. That's too easy. Missing letter athletes. Can you arrange these athletes' reference in alphabetical order by their missing letters? What does that even mean? It's a 4-minute one. Okay, whatever. I don't even know what this means. Let's find out. Huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is like the T. Oh, so I have to find out like who has the A. So this is like a D, right? Can I move it to D? Or how do I do this? What if I how do I what? Do I type it in somewhere? Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, so this is locked. Okay, so this is gonna be T. Okay, I see, I see. I see now. I pull it down. Where did he go? Ryan Gretzky, this is R. So then I can lock this in. Okay, I like it. Babe Ruth. We can go to T. And we will lock that in. Okay, now I understand what we're doing here. Okay. Lopez, probably. This is probably a P. Athletes. So this is just an H. Okay. This is probably a U. Because, racism. Rousey is an S. Michelle, I'm not sure. Valentino Rossi, maybe an E. I don't know. Pele, that's an E for sure. Okay. All right. This is a Q. Q. Jacquez. Oh, Ledecky is a C. Okay. Serena Williams is an A. Jennings, that's a G. Jordan is O. Files L. Joiner, that's J. See who's locked in. I don't. This might be F. We have F up here. Finch. That sounds vaguely familiar. I'm gonna lock that in. It's gotta be L, right? No, we already have L. Crap. We already have G. Bulgar. Oh, there's the kick. And returning to the right side is no good. Only at the 22-yard line. Dude, I just realized I've been calling him Powell this whole time. His name's Price, the return man. I'm an idiot. Anyway, okay, let's see. Who else we got? Maybe. How does anyone eyes become erect? What? Turn me. All right, I'm just gonna submit guess. It's fine. That's one. Oh man, what? Oh, it only gives me A. All right, whatever. Pitch play to the left side is Jones, and Jones will go out of bounds after a gain of 8. This was kind of fun, but so this is just wrong. Okay, which is fine. I don't know what the B is. Lobu, Jonah Lobu, maybe. No. Maybe. Where'd he go? Okay, there you go. But it's not I. Ah, okay. Sad. McCarthy looking, going to the left side, and incomplete. Tough attempt there to Adam Thielen. 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Vikings. That was kind of a fun one, though. That was kind of fun. I was kind of slow to get started, and then, of course, the game started, too, so couldn't finish it. But that was... Because, man, this thing I said I had almost 7 minutes left. This said it was going to take 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden it was like 2 minutes later, it's gone. Oh, no, AJ Terrell is out for the rest of the night. Yikes. That's not good for the Falcons by any means. All right, 3 receivers to the right side on 3rd and 2. Justin Jefferson on the left side by himself, takes a snap, drops back, steps up, avoids it, now throws to the right side, and it's intercepted again! And the Vikings, the Falcons going the other way, and he's catching some blocks! Can he get all the way to the end zone? No. Tackled at the 10 is a... No way, it's Bowman Jr. again! The rookie with 2 interceptions. Does he actually get this? And he tipped it away to... No, he doesn't get it. Okay. It is not going to be an interception. This will be a punt, but still an absolutely incredible defensive play. Reaching out there and batting it down. But no, it was not an interception. Imagine that. Good night almighty. I like this Bowman kid, though. He's playing very, very well. TJ Hawkinson, 2 targets, 0 catches. Brutal. All right, Vikings bring in their punter here. It is Ryan Wright to punt it away. I like that. Their punter is RW, and their place kicker is WR. All right, Wright to punt it away. And then also Wright's name starts with a WR. Dun, dun, dun. All right, here we go. The snap. Here comes the punt. It is away. Back to receive, and fair catch called at the 20-yard line by Brooks, and that is where the Falcons will start this next drive, maintaining their 3-point lead here with 14:04 to go in the 3rd. These two drafted in the 1st round a year ago. Both of them didn't really play much in their rookie year. Of course, J.J. McCarthy got hurt, missed the entire rookie season. Michael Penix was benched most of the year for Kirk Cousins. Just because Kirk Cousins was the highly paid quarterback that they already had, but made his way into the season late. Now here they both are on their second game of their second season. Pistol formation. Mooney goes in motion, left to right, takes the snap, handoff to Bijan. Bijan will get spun down and stay on his feet, actually. Excuse me. And he's tackled after a gain of 9. Does he really actually stay on his feet here? They spun him down, but I don't think his butt actually hit the ground. Let's see, does it? Lands on... Yeah, he does. Stand on top of Pace Jr., never lets his butt hit the ground, and turns it into a 9-yard gain up to the 30-yard line, 2nd and 1. Three receivers bunch to the right side. Pistol formation. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Bijan. Bijan bouncing around, and will fight forward for a gain of 2. That's enough for the first down. Move the chains. I think Kurt is getting paid $18 million just to ride the bench. Isn't that wild? Good for him. Most 100-plus yard scrimmage yard games since 2023. Wow. Bijan. That's crazy, actually. Kirk living it up. Yep. All right. 13 minutes to go here in the third. In the pistol formation. And in motion is Pitts from right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Play is going to be called dead. Must be an false start. False start. Offense number 71 gets called for the Falcons. I believe that's their right tackle. Yep. Elijah Wilkinson. Wow, Saquon. Highly praising words for Bijan. All right, 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Penix. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw to the right and too high. Looking for Drake London on the quick slant. Man, you miss the guy that's 6'4", huh? He's baby Saquon, y'all. He's a good beast, that's for sure. I hope he becomes a commander. I think he would be good at it. Kirk. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. And, ooh, direct snap to Bijan. Holy cut. Man. Gains about 10 on the play. But, man, you just saw Saquon hyping up Bijan Robinson's cutting ability. And he just laid the work on that one. Jeez. I don't even know if it was supposed to be. It wasn't. It was not meant to be a direct snap. It just was a bad snap, and Bijan Robinson takes it for a gain of 10 anyway. Bijan already at 93 yards rushing on the day, 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun is Penix. 3rd down and 5, takes the snap. 4-man rush, gets rid of it over to the left side, has his man open in the zone. Near midfield goes Darnell Mooney with 11:30 to go in the third. Tim, maybe you and Kirk can collaborate in the future. Ooh. Good old Kirk Cousins. That'd be cool to have an NFL guy on my broadcast. That would, no matter who the NFL guy is, right? My ultimate guy that I would love to be on here is Chris Cooley. If I could get Chris Cooley on here somehow, that would be something to behold. 3 receivers to the right side. In the pistol formation. Takes a snap. Handoff to the left side. And will get tackled. For a loss of 1 is Tyler Algier. Second and 11. Kirk and Timmy. The Kirk and Timmy show. I like it. All right. 10.5 to go here in the third. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Four-man rush. Quick throw to the right side. It will be Mooney. Mooney will dive down after a gain of about 8-ish. Maybe 9. Third down and 2 coming up for the Falcons. Trying to extend their lead. No touchdowns yet so far today. Tim, I'm signing you up as a Make-A-Wish kid so you can get Cooley on here. Dude, you know what? No, that was actually a horrible thought I had. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say that. And we're going to continue to move. All right. Offset I formation to the left. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Handoff. Tyler Algier dives straight ahead. Gain of 3. Move the chains. First down and 10 to Minnesota's 40-yard line. I think Cooley's a high school wrestling coach in Wyoming now. How cool would that be? You hear it a couple of times. Who was the other one recently that got that in trouble? Was it Teddy Bridgewater? That was a high school coach that was helping financially to a bunch of kids. Pistol formation. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. Bijan. Bijan finds room to run into the second level. And he's tackled after a gain of about 18. Tim knows if he says it, I will clip it. What'd I say this time? Oh, yeah. The thing I didn't want to say. Yeah. We're not going there. We're not going there. Intrusive thoughts almost won. All right, 8:25 to go here in the third. Makes a man go in motion as Kyle Pitts, right to left. Takes the snap. Hand off to Bijan. Bijan, this time not a whole lot of room, but he finds a way to get a positive gain on it. And spinning off tacklers for a gain of about 3, 2.5. All right, 2 receivers each way. At the 20-yard line. Takes the snap, drops back. Looking, pumping, has to escape to his left now. Throws it on the move. Has a man wide open in the flat. Is Bijan Robinson. Gain of 5. So I did not realize his name was actually Bijan. And he said as such it was Bijan. Yep. So originally it was Bijan, but he doesn't like Bijan, so he's actually happy that people call him Bijan. Doesn't Cooley still do radio with Old Man Fletcher? Is it with Fletcher or is it with Kevin Sheehan? Takes a snap, handoff up the middle, bouncing it to the right, finding anything? No. Loss of 1. Sets up 4th and 3. And what will the Falcons do here in field goal range? Already in the red zone. Do they settle with another field goal? Yes, they do. No team has scored a touchdown yet, and it won't be this drive, assuming penalties. All right, 4th and 3. To the right hash is Romo. There we go. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it is 12-6 here, with 6:17 to go here in the third quarter. I wanted us to get Bijan, but we got the wrong B-Rob. Yeah. He sometimes collaborates with Kevin Sheehan. He used to have a show with the Redskins organization, but Ron Rivera fired him because he thought Cooley was a mole. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily completely true, because what my understanding is that there's 2 reasons. 1, he didn't like the name change, but 2, it was also around the time that Larry Michael got outed as a guy that was not a very good person, and Chris Cooley obviously used to do the play-by-plays and was kind of closer to him. So it was kind of like I don't know if we want anybody that was involved in that anymore with that dude. He was an offensive analyst also. Yeah, he's like what Logan Paulson does now. That's right. He was that. You're right. What Logan Paulson does now, he used to do that too. Cooley was fired back in 2020. Yeah, but that was around the time that Larry Michaels was also reported to be like not a very good person. Larry Michaels. Uh, the rise and fall of Larry Michaels. July 17th. The timing was odd, as in fact, the team for which Michaels 62 served as a senior vice president and public face for more than a decade. He's leaving the team after 16 years, July 16th. Yeah, and then like when did Cooley leave? You know, with Rams' offensive identity. Can't find it where he was actually fired. But I think he left right around the same time as Larry Michaels. All right. Here's the kick, and the return from the goal line is Price. Price will get to the 30 and tackled at the 30-yard line. He pretends as if he wasn't down by contact, but looked like his shoulder and helmet hit the ground. So I don't know what he was thinking. It wasn't my knee, bro. Oh, there you go. Hey, J.J. McCarthy, his son was born on Thursday, 9/11. That's adorable. Shout out Rome, bro. We have sons at similar ages. Very cool. Larry Michael ran the Redskins nation like it was North Korean nation. Yeah. Single back formation, three receivers to the left, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Mason. Mason will get tackled for a gain of about 2-ish, 2.5. So Chris Coley left his announcing job with the Washington football team, now commander, in August 2020. August 2020. Yeah, so that was a month after the Larry Michael whole situation. Again, he did the show with him, and like, it was also they had just changed the name also because they weren't going to be the Redskins anymore. They went to the Washington football team, and Chris Coley just wasn't interested in it. Takes a snap, play action, pumping. McCarthy looking, throwing over to the right side, caught by Mason, and Mason will get tackled short of the first down marker, gain of 6, and 5:22 to go here in the third quarter. Was there anyone else who wasn't happy about the announcement team on Thursday? I swear not a play went by. They didn't circle Micah or say Micah impacts the game in every play. I'd be shocked if that's not true. I get it. As a Commander fan, you're not happy about the other team getting a lot of praise. But I think that Micah Parsons definitely did a lot that game to earn a lot of praise. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here, and it will be tackled just shy of the first down marker. Gains about a half yard. 4th and inches now for the Vikings. Do they go for it again? They did last time with the QB sneak, and the QB sneak got fumbled and failed. What are they going to call this time? Kevin O'Connell's frustrated. Can I get a dang yard, please? And Ivan Pace just not blocked the linebacker. All right. 10 seconds of the play clock. They're going to hurry up. 7 seconds. They get set quickly. Jordan Mason, the running back, single back formation. Takes the snap. This time he does run forward. Oh my gosh, it's close. And they're going to say he was, but man, that knee went down fast. I am not convinced he got that. But they're going to say it, and I don't know if you can have enough to overturn it, but that knee went down very quickly. Ugh. Like, his knee's down right there. It's so close. I mean, I don't think you can overturn it, though. Single back formation here. 1st and 10. Man in motion's Naylor. Takes a snap. Handoff. Bouncing it outside to the left side. And he's got room to run as Mason. Mason slipping a tackle and finally brought down after a gain of 20. But there is a flag on the play. Most likely an area of holding. This might be coming back. Let's see. Holding. Offense. Number 73 for the Vikings. Is that the one I don't like? No, it's not. Who is 73? Rose, Walter Rose. Rose comes in as the backup left tackle. Skull looked like he was limping earlier. He does leave the game, and now they go with Ruse. See what he does. Three minutes to go here in the third quarter. Single back formation, 2 receivers each way. At the 29, man in motion. Takes a snap, play action. Setting up the screen here, and it's going to be dropped by Aaron Jones. And I don't know why they did not blow the whistle earlier than that. They allowed Aaron Jones to get hit unnecessarily. The ball definitely hit the ground as an incomplete pass quite clearly. But 2nd and 20 now after the penalty and incomplete pass. All right, 3 receivers to the right side. Takes the snap. J.J. McCarthy looking. Steps up. Avoids the rush. He's going to keep it. Gets a block by Aaron Jones. Finds the outside edge. And he gets a lot of yards back with his legs. J.J. McCarthy sets up about a 3rd and 5 here after about a 15-yard run. I muted Thursday Night Instant Team and listened to Tim. Well, Suzanne, you're a goat for that. Right? Channel member. Appreciate the support. There you go, Aaron Jones. All right, 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun. Oh, false start. False start, moving back 5. 3rd and 9. Number 75. O'Neal gets called for it this time, the right tackle. I think a couple of guys jumped, though. Yeah, it looks like it was the center that forgot the count and didn't blow the snap. McCarthy frustrated. All right, 3rd and 9 at their own 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the right side. They might be sending a blitz here. Let's see. No, they only send 4. Quick throw to the right side, and it's a low throw. Does he make the grab as Justin Jefferson? It's going to be a half-yard short anyway. What? Nope. They're going to say incomplete. Didn't get it out there to Justin Jefferson. J.J. McCarthy looks a little shaken up here. Let's take a look. Yep, the ball hit the ground. Oh, did he? Did it? Or did it bounce off his hands, actually? Justin Jefferson wasn't really fighting it. So 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. Shout out to the 30 of you hanging out in here. Right to punt it away to the right side. Fair catch coming, and it'll be to the 17-ish yard line by, what's his name, Brooks? Number 35. Number 35. 35, 45, 35. 35 is not even on this roster. Unless is he a DB? Oh, there he is. It is Brooks. Nitrone Brooks, cornerback. He's not listed as a potential punt returner either. You have Jamal Agnew, Ray McLeod, and Mike Hughes listed all before him. But apparently this depth chart is not precise. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm a terrible ice chewer. I chew ice all the time. It's not great, especially if you're streaming. I shouldn't even have put ice in my cup to be honest, but the sodas were not in the fridge. So I was like, you know what? I'll just use the big ice so that way I don't chew the ice with the small ice, and now I'm chewing the big ice. But oh man, we have 6 field goals today. No touchdowns, all field goals. That'd be an interesting prop bet. How many field goals will we receive before a touchdown? You know what? How many? What is the? What? That's also interesting. Most field goals in a game with no touchdowns. NFL. Most field goals in the game with exactly 0 touchdowns is 8 versus Rob Baronis with the Texans. Um, without touchdowns by either team. Highest scoring game without touchdowns. 23-0. No, that doesn't make sense. Or does it? Oh, safety. Pistol formation. Takes a snap, hand off to the left side. Bijan. And it'll be a gain of 3. But that doesn't make any sense. That's impossible. We just saw that there was 8 field goals. And that would be 24 points. Huh. That's not right. Takes a snap. Pumping. Oh, and sack goes Penix. And a wide open rusher, number 58 for the Vikings, Grenard. Grenard. Wide open, left unblocked. And it is a sack for Michael Penix. Michael Penix just didn't even have hope. I mean, there's nowhere to go, and just a free rusher. Tim has some Wallace in his red cup. Yeah, there you go. I think it was the Chiefs. Man in motion. 3 receivers to the right side. Takes a snap as Penix. Drops back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it and batted away. And the Vikings defense will get a quick 3 and out. And the Vikings will get the ball back here with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. But hold on. By either team. Most field goals by a team without a touchdown. How many times teams scored? What's the highest scoring NFL team has gotten without scoring a touchdown? That doesn't make sense. Oh, wait a minute. That 8 field goals there may have been a touchdown in that game. Or I don't know. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Or there's the kick. And Price running it back to the left side, zigzagging around. He'll get tackled near his own 48-yard line, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter with the Falcons 12, Minnesota 6. And we are going to go to Weddle, hard mode. See, can we get hard mode Weddle quickly? Let's go with Bowman. We got to go with Bowman, right? Billy Bowman. Shout out Billy. Oh, we have a young player. So we have a rookie on this right here. A 5'9", 5'8", or 5'9" rookie. In the AFC? Or wait a minute. It could be Xavier Worthy? No, Xavier Worthy I think is 6'1". Doesn't have to be a rookie, but I think Xavier Worthy is 21. I'm just going to say that just because I think he is 21. No, he's 22 now. Okay. All right, we are in the AFC West though. We're number 2 or number 3. We're not a receiver. Oh, is it Bo Nix? Is Bo Nix 5'9"? No, I was about to say. Okay. And he's number 10. Oops. Okay. Bo Nix is 12. Oh, I should have. Duh. That one I really should have known. I just got so locked into it's not a wide receiver in the AFC West. Okay, so it's got to be. I mean, so short. It's got to be a running back now. You got because it's not a defensive player. It's got to be a running back. So who are the other two teams? You have the Chargers. Oh, is it Hampton? Yeah, it's got to be Omarion Hampton. What? No, Ginty's not 5'9". There's no way. Huh? Ginty's 5'8"? That was us last year. 7 field goals, no touchdowns, and beat the Giants. Yeah, I'm trying to find like, and it's so annoying. I'm saying by either team, like highest scoring game without a touchdown for either team. Is this right? Unless you know what, this must be right. Okay, so the highest game without a touchdown is 23-21, and Vikings were involved. Vikings won the game versus the Rams. They do have the touch. No, this is not right. This is not right because I don't. They also have the Commanders listed the second highest game with 21-18, but the Giants scored 3 touchdowns. So okay, Google's not understanding what I'm asking, so I'm done looking for it. Whatever. I did not realize Ashton Genty's 5'8". Interesting. All right, 15 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. As we get started in the fourth, at their own 48-yard line is the Vikings. 3 receivers to the left side. And the shotgun takes a snap. Blitz coming, pressure immediately. Down goes McCarthy. The fumble, ball comes out. And it is a fumble recovery by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons get a quick turnover here in the first play of the fourth quarter. Wow. I was almost not even focused on the ball coming out because it looked like he was about to get his head ripped off. No, okay, it just looked bad, but he doesn't actually grab the helmet at all. His helmet must be a little loose. But all right, it is a fumble, and Diablo comes away with it. Falcons will now have the ball at the Minnesota 38-yard line. Vikings got a safety in that game. Yep. Three receivers to the right side. Sorry, it's actually offset I formation. He's a fullback, not a receiver. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle is Bijan. Bijan gets tripped up. Nearly got loose for a huge gain, but he does get a nice one for a gain of 8. Which Monday game are you doing, Tim, if any? Honestly, if I do either one, it'll probably be the late one, if I'm being honest. It'd be the 10 o'clock one. But I'm not even convinced. Like, 10 o'clock's really late. But 7 is just too early. I have to help my wife with bedtime and everything, and my son doesn't go to bed till 8. So there's just no way I can do the 7. Pistol formation, takes a snap, handoff, bouncing it outside to the left side is Bijan, who spins tacklers and gets the first down. 14 minutes to go in the fourth. But I think if I do either one, it'll probably be the late game, but just keep your notifications on and we'll see how it goes. All right. $13:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Man in motion is London. Takes the snap, handoff, nearly slipping, but what a cut by Bijan. But this time it's really good defense by Minnesota. Minnesota gets a tackle for loss here, so it'll be 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Falcons at Minnesota's 30-yard line. Good news for the Falcons is they're already in field goal range, and if they make a field goal, they do make this a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter, with neither team scoring a touchdown. So a field goal here is actually very big. Here we go. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Mooney. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, Penix, down goes Penix, and that's going to knock them out of field goal range. Sacked at the 39-yard line. So it'll be a 57-yarder. Reichert can definitely make it, but it's tough. Thanks. Are you doing any more of those collars with other Commander streamers? Collabs? I haven't. Nobody's reached out to me, and I haven't done anything to reach out to anybody else, so I'm not sure. I can, if anybody wants me on, I'll be happy to come talk to somebody, but talk to them and have some fun. But I don't have anything planned on right now. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, blitz coming, going over to the right side, and plays dead. It looks like it's gonna be timeout for the Falcons. Play clock was coming down way too low. Tim's going to pull an all-nighter Monday if he's going to work on coffee, energy drinks. So right now I'm not working. I'm staying home with my wife who had the C-section. So basically major surgery. So with a toddler and a newborn, my wife can't handle both right now. So I'm probably not going to be working for the next 14 days or so, but doesn't mean I don't have stuff to do. I have to get up and drive her to doctor's appointments. She also can't drive right now on heavy pain medications. So it's not as though I'm just sitting around doing nothing. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. Quick throw to the left side, and it will be Pitts, but not for a whole lot of yards. Maybe 3-ish, 2. So it'll be a 55-yard attempt for Reichert. No, sorry, for Romo. Oof. Now, yeah, will Romo make this? This is huge. All right. 11.5 to go. It's a 54-yard attempt from the left hash. All right. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is down the middle, and he has plenty of leg. It is good, and the Falcons take a 9-point lead here with 11:16 to go in the fourth. And the Vikings need to get something going. Is play-by-play not work to you? Well, it's certainly not normal work, that's for sure. It's nice that I'm home, that, if like my wife's in the shower and I hear the kid crying, I can go help real quick. Whereas if I'm at work, I can't do that. And I also don't have to wake up when I'm not doing my job. I don't have to wake up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So it's good. It is good. So the Bears just suck. That's true. That's true. Even though the Falcons defense is strong as well. Like, Falcons defense is certainly nothing to just scoff at. I mean, Leonard Floyd can absolutely get after it. Former Ram. They have 2 first-rounders on the edge. They also have Arnold Ebike from a 2022, their second-round pick. first round pick in AJ Terrell, even though I think he did leave the game as we talked about earlier. Jesse Bates was a high price free agent that they got from Cincinnati last season. Third round pick in free safety. So they're certainly not a bad defense. Who hurt or benched? I mean, you got to imagine that it was hurt, right? I mean, you don't keep two kickers on the roster for just fun. Like if you were benching them, you just cut them. You don't keep kickers. He's a healthy scratch. Then I mean that's just dumb to me. I mean I don't understand what's your goal here. Like just cut him. Like why would you bring an extra kicker? Yeah, you don't bench a kicker. You cut a kicker. If they somehow get rid of Koo, let's sign him. I'm not opposed to that, to be honest with you. I'm not opposed to that at all. We'll change the scenery. Unless you suck at Washington did, you need 3 kickers. Here comes the kick on the kickoff after the field goal. And it will be caught at the goal line, running it out to the left side, zigzagging, and he will not even get back to the 20-yard line. Ugh. I don't understand why these people are catching it at the goal line. Isn't it true? Is it not true that if it gets kicked directly into the end zone, it goes to the 35? Like, I don't understand. Like, why are you running it out if it hits the end zone? Cyber. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle is Mason. Mason slipping a tackle, cutting it back towards the middle, falling forward for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 now at the 26-yard line. Because I know now there are worse. Oh yeah, I missed Cyber because now I know there's worse. Yeah, who can kick? He's just been off. Yep. What up, Will? How are you? Here we go. Single back formation, 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Trying to get him to jump. Not going to work. I mean, that guy's hand is clearly offsides. Are they going to call it? Takes a snap. Hand off to the right side. Mason. Mason falling forward for a gain of just 2. I mean, the Falcons guy clearly lined up offsides, but that's just neither here nor there. While Koo still has the job with the Falcons, the team is holding a competition at the position and has yet to make a final decision who will be the full-time kicker. That's crazy. That's wild to me. That extra point, though, in the Cowboys game did it all. Yeah, where you missed that one. Yeah. You'll need to trade a 5th rounder to get Koo. No, thank you. All right, 3 receivers to the left side. Let him be a free agent. Takes a snap. Blitz coming. Going deep down the left sideline. Has a step. Oh, he overthrows Naylor. Oh, J.J. McCarthy's going to want that one back. 9:47 to go here. On 3rd and 1, they set it up, a little slot fade. And just wide open. And he just way overthrows him. Ugh. Look, it's other Will. Will S. And look, it's the other Will. Both of you the other Wills. I got a William in the other room. Takes the snap. The kick. And it'll be fair caught at the 17-yard line by Brooks. I'll do a 6th or 2, but he's gonna get released if Romo keeps the streak up. I mean, yeah, I'm only signing Koo if he becomes available. I'm not like if he gets waived, I'm not picking up his waiver spot. Screw that. Brandon Aubrey, Cowboys is the best kicker in the NFL. Only thing Jerry Jones has got right. Yeah, Aubrey is a beast. Aubrey's certainly a beast. I wonder how far he can kick a field goal now with the new rules. That Cam Little kicking that 70-yarder. Wait, there's another Romo? I thought you guys were talking about QB Tony Homo. No. He makes 70s easy, yeah. And with the new rules, I think so too. I think you're right. Little how to put some effort into it. Aubrey doesn't, yeah. Aubrey certainly has a absolute cannon for a leg. Why can't we find that, right? Like, why is it that hard? What up, DB? What new rules? So the kickers now they used to only get the ball 3 hours before kickoff. A brand new football with fresh leather. And the fresh leather footballs don't travel as far. They don't have as much flexibility in the leather. So it's real hard and you're just basically kicking a rock as far as you can. With the new rules, they now give the kickers the ball 24 hours in advance. And essentially, they use these brand new balls and just wear them down to the point where they're just completely flexible to be able to just boom the kick through the uprights. But with the new rules, they added like another 10 yards to the field goal kickers. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here, straight ahead for a gain of 2. Not sure if that was, yeah, I think it was Bijan there. We had a kicker, then he decided to get booted from the team. Yeah, McManus. All right, 2nd and 8. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. In the shotgun is Penix. Really the pistol. Changing the play at the line here. 4 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1, takes the snap. Hand off to Bijan. Bijan running straight ahead. And he will get a gain of 5. Sets up 3rd and 3. What up, Will? What do you think of Jaden Daniels' performance Thursday night? I got to watch the film. I am a bit weary that I think that a lot of the offensive struggles were on him. Just not letting it loose. But I could be wrong. I need to see what the uh, receivers were doing with the film review. So I'm definitely curious about this film because the Packers' offense or defense was just looked outstanding the other night. All right, in the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. It's 3rd down and 2. Hits motions out wide to the left, takes the snap, drops back to throw, quick throw to the left side, and makes the grab is Drake London. And it'll bring up 1st down and 10 after a gain of 10 to the Falcons' 35-yard line. Atlanta already up by 9, looking to extend their lead. Will we finally see a touchdown today? Pistol formation. Offset I-4 to the right. Now shifts into the 3 receivers bunch to the right. Penix scanning the field, takes the snap, hand off to the right side is Algier. Algier will barrel forward for a 2-yard gain. There's a flag, though, on the play. Holding offense. Number 7? Is that what he said? 7D. Okay, I was about to say 7. 7 wasn't even on the field. Matthews, first round pick, former first round pick, gets called for the holding. Ooh, really? Oh, I would not have called that. That actually looked clean. Good sell job there by Grenard, but I mean, it didn't really look like a hold to me. But all right, 7:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Two receivers each way, empty backfield actually. Three receivers to the right. Takes the snap, blitz coming, quick throw to the left side, caught by Drake London. Drake London stays on his feet, gets a block and gets the first down. Gain of 20, maybe 21, and it will be a first down in Atlanta's 46-yard line. Oof. Yeah, he did not want to run into his own linebacker. That corner got a little scared. Tried to shove him right into the linebacker. End up missing it. And Drake London, big frame, not afraid of a linebacker hit. Two receivers each way. In the shotgun, takes the snap, hand off to the left side. Algier runs straight ahead and will fall forward for a gain of 4. Uh-oh. Murphy banged up. That is a wild-looking stadium, huh? U.S. Bank Stadium. Who do you guys have winning the Natty this year? I bet Tennessee. Ooh, you think Tennessee? Did Tennessee beat Georgia in a shootout yesterday? Here, I'll give you my uninformed opinion because I don't watch college football like that. Paid attention a little bit to the scores, but let's see. Hold on. College football rankings here. I think it's gonna be Texas. Archie Manning, crazy comeback story. No, I was kidding. Okay. Ohio State 3-0, Penn State 3-0, LSU 3-0. Tennessee was ranked 15. They already have a loss. Oregon 3-0. I heard Miami's quarterback's pretty good. Florida State 2-0. I think the most likely candidates Ohio State or Georgia. Which is obviously the most casual take known to man. But I just never believe in Penn State as a true potential national champion, even though they're number 2 overall. LSU, Brian Kelly, maybe. I saw Brian Kelly went absolutely crazy on a reporter. I mean, Tennessee's certainly a fun pick. That would be very different than the past for sure. Arch is playing terrible. He struggled with UTEP, but the team won. I live in Texas. Yeah, I've heard that he's been extremely disappointing. Texas is still at number 8 seed though, number 8 overall ranking. I don't know if I buy that. All right, 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I mean, this game is getting really close to finished. This is actually not good if you are a Vikings fan here. I mean, is JJ McCarthy really going to make a comeback in under 6 minutes and he doesn't even have the ball yet? Pistol formation, takes a snap, handoff to the right side is Algier. Algier finding the edge, wide open down the right sideline and pushed out of bounds after a first down. Falcons. What is Georgia's rank? Georgia's rank is number 6. All right, Falcons, 15-6, pistol formation. Takes the snap, handoff to the left side, cutting it up the middle is Algier. Algier slipping, tackles into the second level and tripped up at the 26-yard line. And the Falcons' run game continues to pour it on today. They have 195 yards on the ground on 30 carries. Tim, you rule. Congratulations on the new baby. You rule, Neil. You rule. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. 4.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Trying to ice this game are the Falcons. Already up by 9. And in motions, Mooney takes a snap, handoff to the left side. Now cutting it up the middle is Algier. Falls forward for just a gain of 2 into the red zone. Go the Falcons at the 19-yard line. I don't think the Vikings have been in the red zone all day. I didn't think the Vikings would actually make the playoffs. I'm surprised we won against the Bears. Ooh. Interesting. You didn't think the Vikings are going to make the playoffs, huh? That sounds harsh. Let's look at the Vikings schedule. You don't think they're going to even make the playoffs, huh? They should beat the Bengals now with no Joe Burrow. They could beat the Browns. Steelers will be tough. Eagles will be tough. Chargers will be tough. Lions will be tough. Ravens tough for sure. I would imagine Bears. I mean, Bears can still be tough. Packers are definitely tough. Seahawks not bad. Us are tough. I mean, Cowboys are certainly not an easy win with that offense. Giants, Lions, Packers. Yeah, I mean, the Vikings' schedule is certainly not easy. I mean, you got a couple of good to start. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a really tough season. So I actually don't hate that prediction. I did think they were one of like the fakest 15-2 teams last year, like ever. Or they were actually 14-3. Sorry, 14-2 before the loss to the Vikings. But a 14-3 record did seem way too high for a team like the Vikings. But we'll see. They've been in the red zone once, then they lost 20 yards. Was that not the Falcons? No, you're right. Naylor made that catch at the 1 yard line. For some reason, I was thinking the Falcons did that, but no, you're right. Yep, Naylor made the catch at like the 2 yard line or whatever, and then McCarthy fumbled the snap, ran to the right side, overthrew. I think it was Jefferson. He overthrew. Then you had a false start, a sack, and yeah, I remember now. Okay. Vikings 10-7 seems realistic. I mean, don't get me wrong. Just because I said it was a tough game doesn't mean I think they're going to lose. I think the Vikings still have talent, especially once they get Christian Darrisaw back. That'll certainly help, and Jordan Addison. But what I mean though is it's just tough. The Texas A&M Notre Dame game was awesome, 41-40. Commanders Browns had scouts at the game. There we go. I did hear about that. I think we're going to smoke the Raiders, by the way. Smoke them. We'll see. I mean, I think that we have a chance against any team. I'm not freaking out about that Packers game. I think the Packers are legit. Like, they're really, really good. And then on top of that, it was a short week on the road. Like, it was not a great matchup for us. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle is Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson gets tripped up after a gain of 2, sets up 3rd down and 7. 4:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, a lot of factors into it. Yep. Hey, Tim, do you see Donovan Edwards moving up the depth chart? I think he's being overlooked. Donovan Edwards? Do we have him from Michigan last year? I know it is, but for some reason I didn't know we had him. He is for us. Interesting. I don't hate that. He might get some love. We'll see. 2 receivers each way. Hits motion, stays on the right side, though. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle is Bijan. Bijan, a little shaken. Oh, my Lord. Not a little shake and bake at all. Holy crap. The absolutely nastiness. I mean, what Saquon was talking about on full display right here. I mean, just the crazy change of directions. Oh, the jump step. And he's putting a shoulder into a D lineman after all of that. Wow. All right, so 4th and 1. So that'll be the final timeout taken here by the Vikings. They want as much clock time on the clock as possible, but they're going to go for it here. The Falcons do. Well, I mean, you got to. Bijan's coming off the field? Huh? A field goal does nothing. Well, I shouldn't say a field goal does nothing. I mean, it will be a 12-point game, forcing the Falcons to get 2 touchdowns, but I would go for it here 10 times out of 10. You've been running the ball unbelievable. And actually, Tyler Algier in the game makes sense. He knows how to just get a yard. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Man in motion's the tight end. Oh, they get him to jump. That's a false start. Or sorry, that's a neutral zone infraction. Automatic first down. They get Michael Penix gets the Vikings to jump. And now they can just run more clock. Don't score right away if you're the Falcons. It's already a 2-score game. So you just got to milk as much clock as you can here for the 4 minutes. You could probably get it to the 2-minute warning here. And then see what happens after that. If Tennessee had a kicker that handled pressure, they would have beat Georgia. Gotcha. Falcons just need to keep feeding B-Rob all game. I mean, Tyler Algier is not bad. Yep, he definitely went into that neutral zone. Well played, Matthews. All right, at the 6-yard line, Algier in the game. No. Yeah, that is Algier. Takes a snap, handoff to the left side. Tyler Algier runs straight ahead, gets a couple, and that clock will now move. 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. All right. 12 seconds on the play clock. They get lined up. Michael Penix goes under center. Heavy formation here. Algier still the running back. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, Algier. And Algier just runs straight in, making it now it was 15-point game. So I would go for 2 here. And that would make it a 17-point game. And 17 would make it a 3-score game. But right now, as it currently sits, a 15-point game compared to a 16-point game. I would be going for 2 here. 2 is the smart play. But they're not. I completely disagree with this. They're not thinking about it. They think the game is already over. Tyler Algier wanted the touchdown. I understand it. First of all, they should have ran the clock off. They should have scored. But when you scored, you should be going for 2 here. 100%. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Because now it's a 16-point game, which is not bad, but it's still now a 2-score game, which is extremely unlikely. Extremely unlikely. But now you do give the Vikings a chance. If they score quickly, get an onside kick, there's actually hope. Whereas with a 3-score game at this point, there is no hope. Even though the hope is so minimal. So minimal. But again, that's my point, is they didn't really think about it. They're like, whatever, just take the field goal. We don't want any injuries, which there's merit to that as well. But I'm never thinking of, highest odds to win the game. You should go for 2 there. Appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. You can become a channel member as well to help support. Appreciate all of you. With JJ McCarthy at the helm, there is no hope. Lol. Tunsil contract adjusted to 18 mil bonus this year, bringing up 14.4 million cap, which is weird. I don't understand how that works, but awesome. I appreciate the more cap space for sure. I do want to extend Tunsil though. Tunsil's a beast. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how you can. I don't understand it, but whatever. JJ needs to tap into his inner Brady. Yeah, which he needs a lot more time before he's actually a Brady type player, right? Because, you know, I talked about the Packers defense, right? And they definitely won the day. But to be honest with you, though, with how insane I think they played and were actually that much, like, they were extremely talented, I thought our offensive line actually did okay. Okay. I think Connerly got beat up pretty bad. He looked exhausted by the end of the day. Second game ever, and he has to go against freaking that defensive line with Micah Parsons on a short week on the road. He was dog tired. But I thought we actually protected half decent. So I think our offensive line is actually very, very good. I love our offensive line. All the scouts said he was the second coming of Brady. Honestly, I think the Brady comparison is completely reasonable, just even with legs. Like there is some reasonable reason to say that, but obviously there's he has 22 years and 7 Super Bowls to think about that conversation, right? Our O-line had much time to get gel either. Yeah. And we don't even have Cosme yet. All right, there's a flag on the play for something. All right, here we go. At their own 30-yard line are the Vikings. 3 receivers to the right. Trying to get him to jump. Doesn't work. Takes the snap. McCarthy looking. Has to get rid of it. And incomplete. Looking for Mason. All right, 3:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. 6 seconds on the play clock. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Has time. Throws it to the right side. Underneath. Caught by Hawkinson. Hawkinson stiff arms the man and goes out of bounds after a gain of 13-ish yards. He does get out of bounds to stop the clock. I kind of want the Vikings to come back here. Only because I really am upset at them for not going for the 2-point conversion. I kind of want them to bite. I want to bite them in the butt here. Like, I think they should have gone for the 2-point conversion and try to make it a 3-touchdown game. JJ McCarthy in the shotgun takes the snap. 4-man rush. Pressure. Has to escape. Rolling to his right. Keeping his eyes downfield. Throwing on the move. Has his man. Turns upfield. It is Justin Jefferson. 3 minutes to go, and hurrying up to the line are the Vikings. Gotta score before the 2-minute warning. You have to. They're already to the 36-yard line of the Vikings. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Drops back, looking, going deep, and I think it's going to be an illegal motion. Picked off, game over. I'm pretty sure it's a legal motion on the Vikings, and this is now going to be absolutely game over with 2:35 to go. Yep. The one guy didn't look like he was set up, number 15 on the left side. I'm not even familiar with 15. Who was it? Yep, penalties declined. It was 13, Ty Felton, who never got set and causes the penalty, but then J.J. McCarthy overthrows him, throws a pick, and that is all but over. And I'm actually am going to call it there. Appreciate all of you hanging out with us. The Falcons are going to win this game 22-6. Maybe a garbage point here or there, but I will see you guys most likely tomorrow. If not, I will definitely see you guys on Tuesday for the film review. But yes, I appreciate all of you. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. And until next time, see ya!